I'm making dinner for my daughter. I was just telling my daughter earlier today I was upset about something that happened today, so I want to talk about it because I realized that in life, the advantage that older people have isn't just wisdom, it's just that they've experienced it. They've already passed through a certain age in life. They've already passed through mainly their youth, and they have an understanding that your youth doesn't last very long and that you must utilize your youth. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I utilized my youth. I did a lot of stuff for my church. I did a lot of stuff for my family. I did a lot of stuff for myself even. I did a lot of in my youth. You know, I sang in a band. I sang in church growing up. I did piano. I did what was it? I did sports. Yeah, I did all kinds of stuff. I lived in China for a year. I got married at 23. I had a baby at 30. I'm now 38 years old. And you know, it doesn't matter what I look like. I could look like I'm 50. I could look like I'm 22. I could look like I'm 25. It doesn't matter. I am 38. And guess what? The 38 years of my life that's gone, it's gone. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay? So whether I made choices that I was happy about or whether I made choices that I was not happy about, it doesn't matter today because today I'm 38 and that's not going to change. Let me tell you something to all the people who are 38 and under, because I can only tell you up to 38 years old. Utilize your youth. Utilize your youth. Up until you're 40 years old, young person, utilize your youth. Okay? Don't sit up under anyone. Don't sit up under family. Don't sit up under friends. Don't sit up under husband. Don't sit up under wife. Utilize your youth. Don't sit up under children. Okay? Prioritize your life. Yes, if you're married, there are priorities. But I'm going to tell you something. The best thing you could do for with your youth, if you're not a believer in Jesus Christ, you don't believe in God, you don't do things, you're not a religious person, the best thing you could do outside of that, because that's what I did. Most of my youth, I utilized my youth. I was in church. I did missions work. I did things with my family. If you are young, use your youth for God. Follow his, do you know what the Bible says? Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, while the evil days come nigh. You can say, I had no pleasure in them. Do not use your youth to pleasure yourself, to pleasure other people. Do not use your youth to flounder around and play around and sow your royal oats. No, it's not true. Utilize your youth. Learn. Read a lot of books. Travel. Make friends. Network. These are the things that you should be doing in your youth. Oh, piano. That's what I was doing too. I did piano. Yeah, I said piano. I was thinking about something else. Oh, tennis. I did some tennis classes. This is when you're supposed to be doing all kinds of different things. Froze. I froze. Froze as. This is when you're supposed to be doing a lot of different things. This is when you're supposed to be, if you're doing music, you're supposed to be pushing your music. You're supposed to be going to different concerts, networking with people that are in music. Like when I was 28 to 30, around 30, 31, because I still was doing some stuff with the band with my daughter. And let me tell you something. If you're a person who grew up in church, if you're a person that grew up very religious, if you're a person that feels like you cannot do a lot of stuff, if you have a desire to do something that is outside of what you've learned, if it doesn't go against what God says in his Bible, for example, I'm going to give you the example. The band. I got a lot of flack for going into a secular band. It was my sister and I. People said that I was It was ungodly. Let me tell you my thought process. At 28, I had been singing all my life. I have been singing in church. I had been singing with friends. I've been singing at weddings. I even sang a couple of times in the States. By the time I was 28, I sang the national anthem in the States when I was in a basketball tournament. Okay? I had done a lot of stuff. I even did basketball at one point. I didn't like basketball at all. It was too much running up and down. I did soccer. I was a goalie. See, I have a lot of different experiences. Huh? No, I was never police. I was a goalie. I was a goalie playing soccer. I did that for years. I played Sunday soccer games for at least like 4 years when I was in high school. I think it was 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Okay? I was even in college. It wasn't a big deal. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't a big deal. But I was Miss Diversity in college. I won this little competition. It was very little. I was the first and only one. I was a director of a of a pageant at 21. I was 20. 18 years ago, I was the director of a pageant. And you know what? If I were to tell some people, hey, I'm gonna try and get the position of being a director, you know what they would have told me at 18, I'm at 21 years old? Oh, you're too young. That's too much responsibility for you. You know, but I didn't tell anybody that I applied. I applied, and guess what? You know how I got that position? I was the only person that applied. It's not because I beat out a bunch of people. I was the only person that applied. They normally appointed people to be the pageant director. But this year, they had someone who applied, which was me. I didn't tell anybody that I was applying. I applied, I got it. It was an immensely rewarding time in my life when I did that. It was immensely rewarding. The relationships that I built, the trust that I had in myself and the decisions that I made, I learned so much. Okay? So when I tell you, if you are under the age of 38, I'm going to say 38. I'm not going to say 35 because I'm still young. Okay? If you're under the age of 38, utilize your youth. Stop sleeping around. You're wasting time. You're wasting time chasing women, chasing that woman. Do something in church. Okay? Pray, fast, read books. Start doing things in your 20s that will carry you through your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Your youth is short. Your youth is training ground for the rest of your life. People don't tell you that because they tell you, oh no, you have time. You're young. That's a lie. And they know that. Anybody who tells you that that's older than you, if they tell you, oh, you don't worry, you have time. You're young. One, they're an older person. Two, they didn't utilize their youth the way that they see you utilizing your youth. Okay? But I'm going to tell you the truth. Because I look at my life and I've done a lot, but I could have done so much more in my youth. But guess what? It's coming to an end. 38? Thank God that I'm finally waking up to it. And I can do more. But guess what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you, those who are younger than I am, my age, and those who are younger, and my daughter, everybody that's inside there that's younger than I am, I'm going to tell you, don't believe that lie. Like I believe that lie. That I was too young or that I have time. Utilize your youth. I'm from the Bahamas. I am from the Bahamas and I'm in the Bahamas. Okay? And then for those of you who people say you're too old, because that's another thing too. Hi. That's another thing too. Okay, so at 21, I was told I was too young to do some things. Travel across the world. You're too young. Okay? When I was younger, I was told, yes, you're too young. Now that I'm in my late 30s, I'm in my late 30s now. People say, oh, what are you doing? Okay? What are you doing? You're running out of time. Where's the time going? The time isn't going anywhere. Okay? So listen, Yes, your youth has run out, but as long as you're alive, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, naturally speaking, there are some things that we as women, we're not able to do after a certain time. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Whatever country you're in, life is the same. Okay? We are young, we are middle-aged, we are old, and then, okay, and then, you know, okay? So make sure you take the time out to do the things that you want, to do the things that you enjoy. If you want to go to school and you're not able to go off to school, you know, go to school go to school in your, maybe a community college or something. Try to get scholarships. Do what you can, okay? Don't give up on that. Don't give up on the things that you desire to do. And whatever it is, start now. Because another thing that a lot of people who are older won't tell you, it takes time. It doesn't matter that you see these kids, they're rich and they're stars, or they're 25 and they're millionaires. Yeah, but if you ask them about their life story, they started when they were 9. They started when they were 8. They started when they were 7. Start now. Start right now. Okay? Because I can tell you, even in my own personal life, when you have a child, you have a lot of things that you have to do. When you have a child, you have to make sure that there is money for you, for the child, for your future, and for the child's future. And however many children that you have to ensure that you have whatever is necessary for you and for the child. So when you start having children, it becomes double. Now, I don't have more than one child, so I can't tell you what it's like to have more than one child. I'm only telling you based on my own personal experience. That's all that I can do. I'm not going to lie to you and come to you and say, listen, blah, 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 with 1, 2 children. I'm telling you about one child. I have one child, okay? You cannot just think about yourself when you have children. Your life is completely changed. Your life is not the same. Your life has just grown larger, bigger. Your life has expanded. It's not going to be the same anymore. Christmas is not just me. Christmas is not just birthdays is not just me. Okay, so if I want to go out and have dinner on my birthday, that's me and my daughter. Okay? It's not just me alone that I'm thinking about. Okay? So when I have a bank account, it's not going to just be my bank account. I have to have a bank account for me. I have to have a bank account for her, because now there's another human being that I love, that I care about, that's here on earth with me. And this is for life. This is for life. You don't stop being a parent. Being a parent doesn't end when you say, dear child, you can go off to college. You're on your own. No, it doesn't end. This is the purpose of multiplication. Being fruitful and multiplying, that God has put us on this earth so that we have more. Multiplication means more. You don't just kick your child out and say, okay, you're on your own. Go and figure it out. No. When your child is at home, it's training ground. You train them in the way that they should go. And then when they're older, they won't stop doing those things. They know how to take care of themselves. They know how to handle their money. They know how to handle themselves. They know how to deal with conflict resolution. They can communicate. They know how to handle themselves in a conflict. They know how to fight. They know how to eat properly, how to eat a balanced meal. I'm on a rant today because just like I told my daughter, something upset me today. So I'm going to talk about it. And let me tell you something. Whatever youth I have left is going to be poured into those that are younger than I am, until as long as they get it. And don't listen to people who tell you lies. That is something I told the kids the other day. You could choose to believe a lie, or you could choose to believe the truth. It is your choice. But regardless, you cannot blame anybody for the choices that you make. This is my point here. I cannot blame anybody for the choice I made to do this or to do that, or not to do this or not to do that. And this is another thing, that's what you learn in life. You cannot blame anybody but yourself. It's nobody else's fault, the choices that I made in my life. It's nobody else's choice. It's nobody else's fault, the choices that I made in my life. Today, in the past, or in the future. Youth. of the world. Don't allow yourself to be lied to. And you believe it. You cannot stop someone from lying to you. You cannot stop somebody from telling you something that is not true. But you can choose to reject it. You can choose to reject a lie. Now, some of you, you don't know the difference between a lie and the truth. You're listening to someone who cares about you, who you feel cares about you. You're listening to someone who you think has your best interest at heart. Okay? Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes they don't have your best interest at heart. But I'm going to tell you right now, just because you're young doesn't mean you can't be wise. Just because you're young doesn't mean you can't have knowledge and experiences in life. Just because you're young doesn't mean that you have to follow the person that is older than you are. Age does not mean wisdom. Wisdom is wisdom. The only thing that they can say that they have is the years that they have. Because many young people have more experience than the older people. Many people, but you don't have experience in years. In life years. Okay? You don't. You can't because you're young. You can't say, I've lived for 40 years and I've seen this and I've seen that and I've been through this and I've been through that. No, you can't say that if you're 22. But that's the only thing that you can't say. That's the only thing that you cannot say. That you have lived through it. That you've lived it. But you can experience things. The same things has happened all throughout life. There is nothing new under the same sun. That the people that are 70 and 80 and 90 are still, the same sun is still going around. I mean, the same sun is still shining. The moon is still going around the same sun. The earth is still going around the same sun. They've just experienced more rotation. They haven't necessarily experienced more in life, but they've experienced more of the rotation of the earth around the sun. Yes, they have that over you. That's why you have to respect your elders. They do have that over you. That's something that they have that you don't have. You will never have as much as they have as long as you're here. They will always have more rotations around the sun. That's what they have. Okay? I just have to tell you that because I believe that for a lot of years. But guess what? I still pushed through it. I was talking about the band. And I almost didn't do the band. I almost didn't go in the band. When I tell you the first time in my life I got paid to sing. I've been singing since I was probably like six. When I tell you I even sang when I was in China. Everywhere I went, I sang. I sang in Indianapolis when I was there. I sang in Tennessee when I was there. I sang in China, Indianapolis, Tennessee. I sang the national anthem in the U.S. once when we went on a tournament. They were like, just sing the national anthem. I was like, uh-oh. And I did like a little hiccup thing. I was telling my daughter that time. Yeah. I sang at many weddings. I sang in church many a times. I sang at funerals. So I've been singing. And now you see I'm on YouTube and I do Free Concert Friday and I have my music and now I'm producing. So you have to start. But anyways, I almost didn't do the band because I grew up in a very religious home and I was very religious. So I'll be honest with you. I can't blame my parents for that. I was very religious and I almost didn't do it because it was secular. But it was a job and I was getting paid to sing. And I'll be honest with you. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't support it. But I did it. My sister did it also. I know I said that before. If you've been on this page before. I did it for 2.5 years, going on 3 years. Tova, come. Your food is finished. I warm it up. For 2.5 years or so. And it was amazing. And I traveled throughout the Bahamas. To Abaco twice. And we did all kinds of events. And let me tell you something. It's on the same island that I grew up in. This is amazing also. I never thought that I could ever make money singing on the island that I grew up in. And I was singing on this island for 20 years. This same island. You have to be careful of the people that you're around. Meet new people. Meet new people. When you're young, meet new people. Go out and meet new people. Meet new people. Okay? We were all people. We need people. People, go and meet new people. Okay? I met this person through my sister. Meet new people. You know, there's always someone to meet, someone to be around. You know? Always. And like I said, I almost didn't do it. I had a conversation with someone that was in the choir that I was in, and you know, I told them an opportunity came up for me. I didn't want to stop singing in the choir at that time. I didn't want to stop singing in the choir, but unfortunately, the night that there was practice for the choir was also the same night as the band. Now, I had been inside the choir for about 3 years at that time, and then I got the opportunity to do a singing job, and we did that like once a month, maybe once a month, twice a month, and then occasions and events, and then when there was time to travel, you know, it was an awesome experience. To this day, people can't believe that I was in a band. Another thing that I did, I was on the radio. I was a radio host for like 6 months or so, and 6 or 7 months. It was just as I was a fill-in for a lady that was having a baby. So I did that. I was on a radio station for six to 9 months. I actually got fired from that job. I didn't get fired from being on the radio, but from the company, because the owner or the manager, she put me in another position, and I wasn't really good at it, in accounting. And I was like, you know what? I'm not an accountant. I have a minor in accounting, but I'm not an accountant. And she was like, oh, it's easy stuff, whatever. And I wasn't good at it, so she fired me. And then after I did that, I went to another job. And yeah, I've been on this job now for about 7 years, job that I'm on now. It's basically a cashiering job, a cash job. And I do other stuff here and there, cash assistant manager job with in a family business. But I want you to know that my whole point is this: do not believe the lie that you're too young to start. Listen, the main thing is to start. Do not believe that you are too young to start. Make progress, because it takes time. If you're going to be a millionaire, it's going to take time for you to be a millionaire. If you're going to be an international superstar, it takes time for you to be an international superstar. If you're going to be an author, and by the way, I'm also an author. I have a book on Amazon. Okay? I have courses online. I have a YouTube channel. And I will tell you, I have not utilized my time. Tova, come in here and eat. Come in here and eat. With that fish. Come in, Tova. She probably in the bathroom. But I will tell you, I could have 10 books if I had utilized my youth with more intention to get it done. Just get it done. Get it done in your youth. Your youth is going to pass quickly. Your youth is going to pass quickly. And for like the age range from, I think it's like from 15 to, yeah. I think it's like from 18 to 35. I'm out of that range now. I'm probably in like 35 to like, I'm like in 36 to, I don't know, 50. You know, like when they do age range, 18 to 35. I'm out of the 18 to 35 range. For those of you that are still in the 18 to 35 range, get started now, even though no matter how small it is. Okay, let me tell you something about this Free Concert Friday. I started out Free Concert Friday. I did 3 songs outside. I had 2 girls behind me. I did them as models. I sang the 3 songs. I had food. My daughter was there. My mom was there. And the 2 girls and I. 1 person came out. Okay? That was about 5 or 6 years ago. Then I started Free Concert Friday. Then I went on Facebook. And now I'm on YouTube with Free Concert Friday. Okay? And to be honest, I haven't been doing it for as consistently as I would like. But I will tell you something, after today, it will be every single Friday. And I'm going to be putting my best foot forward. Do you know why? Because it's mine. It's 100% mine. Listen to me. This is another thing I want to say about you in your youth. Own something. Own a song. Own a book. Own a piece of property. Own a business. Don't wait until you spend 20 years at a place. I love you too. Yes. What a soul. Thank you. Don't wait until you spend 25, 35 years at a business and then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go and do this on my own. No, own it. If you have a desire to own a business, start putting money aside. Start selling something online. Start doing something online. Start it now. If you have a desire to do music, start it now. Because guess what? Nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. You don't have to do it as a full-time job. I don't do free concert Friday as a full-time job. I don't do music as a full-time job. But I do music. I sing. If you like to do funny videos, listen, do one funny video a month. Put it up on YouTube. Let me tell you something. Over 4 years, that will be 12 times 4. Okay? Listen, do not think about doing 100 videos a year. Do it once a month and do it consistently. And over time, it will add up. It's the same as with money. Do you see me here now? This is something I'm only just learning now at 38. Don't be like me at 38 and figuring out that money takes time to grow, just like everything else. Just like my singing. Just like relationships. Relationships take time to grow. Just like losing weight. These things take time. Everything in life takes time. The earlier you start, the better it is for you. Don't wait. Don't wait until you get older. Do not wait until you get older. Listen to me. If you save $5 a week, I'm gonna get the phone so you listen. Because I'm very serious about this. Because this is me giving back to the youth of the world and to the youth of my nation, to my daughter. Okay? I'm not gonna be the older woman that's gonna take away from the youth. I'm gonna be pouring into the youth starting today, starting tonight. If you put aside $5 a week, you scrap up $5 a week. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be when you turn 18 years old. If my daughter puts $5 a week, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna start this with my daughter. Okay? Just wait a second. Yo, where your food is? Oh, I think if I cut it inside here, it'll look good. Hold on. Where your food is? Let me sit on the table. Where? Look at this avocado inside of here. No, I think the inside is still good. I can tell y'all right now. Yeah, the inside still good. Only the outside look bad. Avocado is like one of the best food you could ever have in this life. Avocados, sweet potatoes. Avocados is the bomb. See it right there, Tova. That inside a little hard though. Here. This good. See, I had to cut out all the rest of it. Okay. So let me tell y'all something. If you go and you put aside $5. $5. Okay, that's $260 a year. Okay, and you multiply that $260. 5 times 52, 52 weeks in a year. 5 times 52. 6, 7. What are you cooking? I didn't cook. I was just warming up some fish. It was fried fish and baked macaroni, and then I'm cutting up avocado. 260 times Okay, let's say you start at 5, so in 15 years. In 15 years, you love $3,900. That may not sound like much. You're putting aside $5 a week. And by the time, if you're 5 years old, and by the time you reach 18, no, that's 13 years. But that's 21. So 15 plus 5, that's 20. So by the time you reach 20 years old, you have some money inside your pocket. $3,900. Okay? You know what that money is? That's rainy day money. $3,900 is rainy day money. If I had $3,900 rainy day money set aside, and guess what you could do? If you want to, you could take $1,000 from off this and go to the bank. Go to the bank, put down $1,000 and get $10,000 and open up a business. I also want to join you at dinner. What are you trying to tell? I'm trying for you to join a dinner. Dinner is Tova. Yeah. Come in here. Come in here at the table, please. You're eating fish. Yes, I'm talking about utilizing your youth and utilizing what you have right now, okay? And start thinking about your future in your youth. Don't wait until you're 35, 36, 37, 38 to think about your future, okay? Give your youth to God. Give your youth to building up yourself, investing in yourself, and ownership. Give your youth, give those things. That's what I'm trying to talk about. That's what I'm saying. Don't wait to have a business when you're older. Don't wait to own property for when you're older. Don't wait. Do it in your youth. Utilize your youth as much as possible. Don't just go around chasing men, chasing women, chasing a thrill. Utilize it. Save money. Network with people. Have experiences now, because as life is happening, different things happen. Like I said, when you become a mother, your mind is on you and your child. When you don't have children, it's different. You're a different yes, I am. You're a different person when you have children, because now your heart has expanded. Your love is not just for you alone and for your family and for your mom and dad. Now it's for this child who you have to raise and you have to rear, and you have to show them about life, and you have to take care of them, and they need you. Make sure eat that fish to go. They need you. So that's why I thought you wanted some fish. I asked if you wanted fish. You say yeah. Ay, ay, ay. You want the chicken? There's chicken in there. And do what? Hold on. Since my wedding, 2023. 2013. 2013. How many years? That's when I got married. 2013. Yes. So utilize your youth. Start now. And whatever little you have, do not despise any humble beginnings. If you start small, that's okay. Everything starts small. Look at you as a baby, as a human being. That you were a little tiny piece of pop. And then you grew and 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 you grew. Even after being 26 when you still. Oh, listen. You made my day. I appreciate you so much for saying that. Thank you. Deves, how do you keep yourself so fit? Now you're playing with me. Now you're playing with me. He playing with me. He playing with me so much. He playing with me now. He playing with me. How do I keep myself fit? I'm trying my hardest to keep myself fit. But I appreciate that. I am now trying to lose a lot of weight. But yes, that's what I wanted to say. If you could do $20 a week, that would be even more wonderful. And then if you do $20 a week, a week times 52, see, 1,000, and then you do that over 15 years, that's 15,000. You could do $20 a week, but that's okay. If you can't do $20 a week, that's fine. Okay? If you do $20 a week, that is 100% fine. If you can't do it, just do $5 a week. Do $5 a week. Because guess what? The time is going. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. And by the grace of God, we'll all get to 80s and 90s and 100. Tova, fish. Oh. Okay, come, water. Open up your bag and unpack your bag. Whatever needs to go in the garbage, put it in the garbage. Put the fish in the fridge. Because I ain't even... Oh, your lunch bag too? Okay.
Put the fish in the garbage.
Can you show me your children?
Put the fish in the garbage or the fridge.
I don't have any. I don't have children. I have one child. The fridge? Yeah, put it in the garbage. Very young. How do you keep yourself so fit? I'm not playing with you. I'm just saying this because you seem to be... Thank you. Can you show me your children? I have one child. She was just on there. She was just there. Yes. Yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Just start now. What is the secret of active and energetic you are? Passion, love and passion and truth. That's where the energy comes from. I'm very passionate about truth because a lot of people lie. And you know what the Bible says about lying? I told my daughter this today. He detests the lying lips. He detests a liar. And he delights in people that tell the truth. I want to be the person that tells the truth that God delights in. My truth telling isn't just about me and about my family and about my what I want in my life. It's also about God delighting in me. It's about God delighting in me. And at the end of the day, the Bible also says that you fear God and you keep his commandments. And the Bible also says that at the end of it, all of it is vanity, except to fear God and keep his commandments. Okay, so if God delights in my honesty and in my truth, then let the truth be told. Then let the truth be told. What you would know that for? Listen, you asking a lot of personal questions. When I had a husband, he was a welder. Well, that's all I have to say. There it is, and that's all. That's all, folks. Okay. Well, yes. Like I said, that's all, folks. And we will... I don't know when I'll see you guys again. This is a long one. This is probably one of my longest videos. Was probably one of my absolute longest videos. But I hope you enjoyed. Good night, everybody. And have a wonderful evening. And I will see you whenever I see you. Thank you. These are my birthday nails. My birthday was on April 28th. I turned 38. April the 28th.
You ready?
Yes. Say bye.
Bye.